So if you are alive and not a multimillionaire, chances are you probably have to deal with inflation, meaning that it's impacting your purchasing power significantly. Just like the previous cycle of inflation that was dubbed Bidenflation, here's one article calling the current inflation episode not Bidenflation, Trumpflation. So let's take a look. So take a look at this title. And this is, by the way, from The Motley Fool. The Motley Fool is supposed to be actually a non-partisan, obviously. It's not CNN, CNBC, or Fox. It is not liberal. It is not conservative. It is just an investment advisory firm, meaning you pay them money, they give you investment advice or investment analysis. And so take a look at this title. Inflation isn't just a Trumpflation problem, meaning that it seems that there is some source, a new source of inflation that isn't Trump, basically. So it's not just Trumpflation. There's apparently a new culprit, and it's potentially it's got some dire implications for Wall Street. It's kind of funny that it's only dire implications for Wall Street and not also normal street. And just to remind you all, US inflation hit a 3-year high at 4.2% in May. So here they're defining Trumpflation as Trump-induced inflation, and this happened why? It actually started last year when tariffs were first introduced. Then, couple months ago, this whole Iran war saga started, and this also added inflationary pressures on prices overall. The question for you all is, can anybody guess what the third new source of inflation is that's not Trump related, Trumpflation? And the answer is the surge in demand related to the AI build out. So all of these data centers, all of these AI infrastructure is basically the third source of inflation in the US. This was, by the way, according to the Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, that's part of the central bank of the US, which is basically our Fed Reserves. It's called the Fed Reserves. And finally, I just wanted to showcase the top comment, and it actually was a good comment. This is by Bruno Beast. This is a comment on the article on MSN, Microsoft News. It's not a comment on my video. Our economy is consumer based. That's correct. 70% of our GDP, of our gross domestic product, basically the overall activity within the economy for the entire year, 70% of that is basically consumption. So it is consumer based. Our economy is actually consumer based, 70% of it. Consumers are complaining about the higher prices. True, they are complaining. You can go on YouTube. People keep complaining about stuff, right? But many continue to spend, and I would say probably most are continuing to spend. Now, why are they continuing to spend? One reason is that they're consuming things that are staples, such as food, gas, other things that they cannot really cut on. And some of them are also just spending on wants, not necessarily needs. The question that Bruno, yeah, I think they pose, right, is what are they using to buy their desired products? The obvious answer is credit cards, and I agree with that person on credit cards being a new kind of evolving answer that explains why people continue to pay ridiculous prices, or at least more prices for things. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I'll see you on the next one.